We are talking Twitter today, or what now is called X. We're gonna get to know how to properly kind of like get you better at Twitter, at least in the desktop. If you do it also on the mobile, there will be a few tricks here and there, but mostly if you are doing any kind of research, you are using Twitter for like a pro kind of workflow, you are maybe a journalist or you are doing some kind of research, I will show you how to move around Twitter. I will still call it Twitter, so sorry for those who just started using X 1 month ago. But anyways, first thing I want to just tell you that like cool web apps like X, they usually have that if you type the question mark, you will be greeted with this kind of screen where you will see some of the keyboard shortcuts that you can use on this web app. In this case, I'm just gonna jump to home. You can see that I just did GH and that took me home, and then I can go up and down on my feed with J and K, so I can go J, 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 K, 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 and I go to any of these. Then I can go to the letter, well, I would say O for seeing the content of that tweet, escape to close it, or I could do enter and see the entire tweet with all the responses. I can still navigate with J and K to any of these. If I want to go back, this is a Safari specific thing. There is no keyboard shortcut on Twitter, just out of the box. I use Safari here, but you can find what it is on your browser. I would say command and bracket, the opening bracket to go back, the closing bracket to go forwards. So if you find yourself lost in here, wondering, just go back with whatever keyword shortcut your browser allows. If you see that you have new posts here, to load them, it's just the dot. So I hit the dot, I will go to the top and it will refresh any of them. So I can go and stay live. For example, if I want to reply to this tweet, I go R and I'm replying right to this one. If I am on any of the responses, yeah, it has some responses, and I want to reply to this other one, I can reply to that other one specifically. I will hit escape. I'm sorry, but my mouse, I usually keep it outside, because if not, anytime it hovers to anything, it messes up. I couldn't find any other way, by the way. If you are opening any media, you actually need to right click and save it or whatever if you're planning to save that image, and there's no other way. I'm sorry. Also, I'm gonna go home again with GH and I'm gonna search for a person specifically. So if I want to go to someone's profile, for example, I mean, like if I didn't know this person was boss, I would hit the search quick command would be the slash, that one. I mean, I'm gonna hit it again and you can focus here. If that is called slash in English, that's what I need to type. And then, well, actually, if you want to go to a specific user, it is easier if you do GU, oh, sorry, GU, and that automatically adds the @ sign before, so I could was boss. Here there is no other way, just to go with your arrows. It's stupid that way, but that's what it is. And if you want to follow, you have to do it manually, so sorry for that, but yeah, you will end up using the mouse every now and then. Also, if you want to just do a regular search, that would be with the slash. That's what I told you first, so I can search for Madrid. And you can search related tweets from Madrid. Also, if you want the latest, you will have to actually just go on the and touch it with the mouse. There is no other way. If you just want to go to explore, like pretty much the same way. So if you were in home, you could also do GE and that will take you to the Explorer, but you won't be like focused on the search bar. You will still have to do this and start searching again. So just so you know. I will show you advanced search once we are done with the main kind of thingies, but at any point and well, once you are not focused, so I will hit tab just to get out of focus. I will go home again, and I will, for example, go to my messages with GM. You see there's nothing. I can also go to my likes with GL. Okay, I can go also to some other interesting things that might happen. Let me see. Well, the GP for the profile, just so you know, GR for your replies, the mentions that people like reply to you, whatever. But yeah, I mean, like the most things that you'll be using, and then just go here and search in case, for example, I never leave pretty much any drafts on my history, so I don't use this, but just if you do it, or if you schedule post or whatever, I've never tried this feature, that's a thing. Your lists, okay, I didn't know this one, so you see that they might be adding and changing things every now and then, so that is pretty useful. Go to bookmarks, I use it all the time, so that's pretty cool. Also, what I was telling you, like for tweeting, and you tweet at any point, it's just N. It doesn't matter if you're here, if you are within this tweet and you want to just hit N, it is a brand new tweet. It has nothing to do with this one. If you wanted to do that, it was the R for replying, and that would have the context. Okay. Also, if you wanted to do a new message, like private message, you will have to just search here like who you want to message, and then just start messaging. Okay, you have to do next. I mean, as you can see, I don't message anyone, at least in this account. But well, we go here, and I mean, not much more. Like reposting, you do it with the T, and you can go up and down the arrows. There is no other way to do it. The like with the L, the bookmark with the B. I just hit it twice to just undo the action. Just that. If you want to do a sharing, you can also do S, and then just do whatever. If you just want to copy the link, or if you want to share it, post, whatever, and then you go with other mouse related things. Talking about media, for example, now that we have a video here, the thing is that I don't have autoplay enable at all. I'm going to just go to the post so nothing molests us anymore. If you want to open the media, you hit O, and supposedly they have the K and the space to go up and down and play to go and play the media, to pause it and play it. It worked for me once and never ever happened again. So I'm gonna just hit the question mark so you can see it. For media, they tell you that this and this, they work to play and pause. The mute for mute the sound. I don't know if this is a Windows thing, but for me in Mac, never happened. Like once, it just happened once and then never again. So just forget it. And when you're viewing media, it's either you have not the autoplay, for example, for the settings. Sorry, for example, I can go GS for settings, and in here I could go to data usage, autoplay, and change it if you actually wanted for them to be played, so you don't have to get very messy with your mouse. Now we're going to talk about advanced search, and this is a topic that actually is kind of tricky, but I want to kind of like go over a little slow. So just, I'm sorry, but it is better if we take our time. So in this case, imagine that I go and search for Valencia, and now I have this. I can just go up and down the tweets around Valencia. On the top, I would have to use my mouse for these ones, but then here I can go to advanced search, And in here, I would have to kind of like type all these things and find out all these things. So it is a lot, it is very messy. So I'm going to try to go like making it a little meaningful, but I would say, I don't know, I'm going to search for tweets from this person, Theo. So I would say just from Theo, just that. And I'll get messages that he typed. If I want to make the search from Theo to, I don't know if they had ever talked, but let's try West Boss. It was the West Boss, I believe so. Okay, so you see it is showing me, and it doesn't matter the date. Okay, you can obviously now make a little different thing, but also if you wanted to see the replies just to West Boss from anyone, you can also do it, and you can also time frame it. We will see it now. The latest, so there is a little, so 1 hour ago this person told this, oh, it's interesting, I want to interact and keep replying and whatever. But in this case, if you are a journalist or whatever and you want to find out what someone said ever, you just find what their tag is and you can just search it. Or if a specific term, so I'm going to do again from Theo, and I'm going to say JavaScript. So you can see all his tweets, no matter when he posted them, with all this information. Now, if you were to want to find more things like from Theo to someone with this specific word or keywords or whatever, that's also okay. You can mix and match pretty much all the things that I'm going to show you. And also this will work perfectly, but if you want to kind of like make it a specific, just not to let Twitter go a little crazy, you will put it under quotes, and that will kind of like not let the whatever algorithm or whatever they have there just to maybe it will add Java at the end, you know, after it has loaded all of these ones, maybe there is some other one over there. So I just wanted to make this little note. I never remember to do the quotes, but just in case you want to be very specific because you're not finding anything, that would also work. And now that we got this, sorry, I'm gonna just go back. This is always in the middle. But for example, let's try to exclude. So I will go the minus and I will say cannot. If I type it correctly, better. I know this doesn't make any sense, but you can see that this JavaScript mind, whatever, this was the first result. But if we put the minus, is like search from like any tweet from Theo that contains JavaScript, but excludes this word. And you will see that is no longer here. If we will still have that one. Okay, just to, I mean, like, you are now the one who have to think about the ways to put this into your workflow to actually get the most out of it, because remember, Twitter has context of years and years, what everyone said. So if someone is getting into any kind of presidential elections and you want to go crazy, you can find things out pretty quickly here. Just ideas. Okay, you do with this whatever you want. So okay, now we are excluding those things. I'm just reading a little note, just I don't forget anything. The quotes, just in case of this. And then we can also research from any tweet from this person. I'm not going to put any kind of a specific context, but I'm going to say that I want it to have min fabs of, I don't know, what was that? 1007. So I'm going to say 2000. So it does not show there. Okay. So yeah, I was on the top, but anyways, this is still like you see 10,000, 10,000. If I say now I change those 2,000 for 10,000, those second ones won't show. So now just 10K or over, and you can see a lot more of those 77, whatever, la la la, but still from him. Okay, so that's okay. How do I know these things and how do I ended up making it? You research here, here. Minimum likes, minimum whatever. For example, now minimal repost, I'm gonna say 200. So there are options. X wants to, I don't know what X wants. But anyways, 200 here. I'm gonna do enter. So it's at least 200 reposts. The thing is that, oh, you can find it here because you search it here in a kind of like visual way, and then you can do it here. This is very useful in case you are on the mobile and you really want to access this. You cannot do it through this menu. On mobile, it does not exist. So you have to remember these little things and you'll be able to just make it anywhere. And the same thing as this, it is replies. So replies and boom. So just now 200 or less, let's put 1000 just so you see that it actually is working. Oh, just one tweet on his entire history, I guess, or latest. Let's see. Yep, one tweet with more than 1000 replies. Anyways, 1000 replies is just insane. So not everyone must have that kind of data. Okay, let's oh yeah, this is pretty interesting. For example, now I'm gonna put a few more things. I'm gonna just get rid of this. Let's leave CEO alone. I'm gonna go back to Valencia and I'm gonna say I want Valencia, but I just want to filter for things that have media. You will see that there, like you can say link, media, images, or videos, but in this case I'm going to say media. I'm going to go to this and they all should have media in it. Yeah. Okay, I know this writer. That's cool. Okay, anyways, I'm going back to here and I'm going to say, okay, media, and then I'm going to type period of time. So I'm going to say 2024. I'm going to say the month, that is 10th, and then from the 28th, let's say media from there. And then you'll still have again and again and again. But I want to, okay, I didn't say from, okay, I'm trying to do this, but not this. It seems, and now it will show me images since then. The thing is that since is not that interesting unless I am able to put an until. So that's what works here. I'm going to say until, and I'm going to say 2024. You just have to remember the format of the year, but it is year, month, and I'm going to say 11. I'm going to put here. And now you will see that the images are probably much different. And you will know that because this was a disaster in Valencia by that time. So just so you know, it was totally flooded. And if you're doing any kind of investigation and you can get this data this easy, just images, just videos, for example, if I were to go here and instead of media, I just search for just videos. Okay, I will just have videos and videos and videos and videos of all the tragic that happened over there. Also, if you're searching for a specific language, I'm just gonna just delete off all this, but just you do, and I wanna say, for example, New York. Sorry for that, New York, and then I'm gonna say language English because it's what you would all expect. and you will see tweets that, okay, they're in English that I'm used to, but let's say French, for example. Now there will be tweets New York, but the language will be French. And I mean, I'm not saying if you are from any weird country, I don't know, I'm gonna say PL for Polish. Let's see if they get it. Yep, that is Polish. Like, Polish is pretty pretty weird. But well, just so you could see a little bit of it. And I think I'm gonna leave it in here. I don't know. I hope you find it useful. I mean, like, I obviously most of the time that I spend in Twitter is on my phone, but I would have to admit that when I am on the computer, like I'm telling you, like the bookmarks, for example, I usually have a lot of bookmarks, and all the time here, it is pretty easy to like or bookmark whatever I want just by going up and down this way, going to the dot and refreshing the page. It is a lot faster. So I hope you liked it. I hope you, if you find it useful, you can subscribe to my channel. I will be, I mean, a mix of productivity things on the Mac specifically, and maybe a little bit of coding that will help anyone. So that's what I'll be focusing on. But anyways, leave your comments if you think we can make anything up, or what you'd like to see next. Thank you very much, and see you.